Prince Albert, the National Joy Smoke, presents your Grand Ole Opry.
Howdy, all you friends and neighbors. Join us in our Prince Albert show. Tune up your five-string banjo. Lay down your fiddle and your bow. Throw back the rug on the floor. Light up your old cob pipe. Everyone will have some fun at the Grand Ole Opry tonight.
What's smoking?
Yeah! Prince Albert smoking, yeah!
From the stage of the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee, Prince Albert Smoking Tobacco brings you another big half hour of homespun fun and music. Our way of reminding you that whether you roll your own or smoke a pipe, you'll get more smoking joy from Prince Albert, the National Joy Smoke. The Grand Ole Opry House is as snug as a bug in a rug, and we've dug in for the winter. But we got plenty of logs in the woodshed. We welcome our friends from many places here in the old Opry House tonight where comfort is the main idea. Speaking of ideas, well, here comes our idea of Santa Claus without whiskers. The head man of the Opry, His Honor, George D. Hay, the solemn old judge.
Much obliged there, Cousin Louis. Sit down, Pap. Greetings to all of our radio friends who have made the Grand Ole Opry possible for the past 17 years. Our show has been and will be devoted to the presentation of American folk music, old and new. We're home folks playing for millions of other home folks in America. The Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry opens tonight by presenting Roy Acuff and his Smoky Mountain Boys and Girls in an eye-opener entitled, Get Along Home, Cindy. All right, Roy?
Went to see Cindy, she lived away down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees swarmed around her mouth. Get along home, Cindy, get along home, say, get along home, Cindy, one more night a day. Summertime, apples in the fall. I can't get the girl I won't have none at all. Get along home, Cindy, get along home, say, get along home, Cindy, one more night and day.
Nice going, boys. Nice going. All aboard for Sacramento, San Diego, and Riverside. Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys from old Kentucky will give us the full treatment of the California Blues. Here we go.
I'm going to California, where they sleep out every night. Lord, I'm going to California, where they sleep out every night. I'm leaving you, mama, 'cause you know you don't treat me right. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Thank you, let's go, boy. Mama, you can blow your whistle. Daddy, you can toot your horn. Mama, you can blow your whistle. Daddy, you can toot your horn. gonna wake up some morning and find your little boy gone. Now let me tell you something, Mama, that you don't know. Let me tell you something, good gal, that you don't know. I'm a do right daddy and got a home everywhere I go. I got the California blues and I'm sure gonna leave you here. I got the California blues and I'm sure gonna leave you here. I may ride the blind, ain't got no railroad fare. Yodelay-ho, yodelay-ho, yodelay-hee.
Nice going, Bill Monroe and all the bluegrass boys. This is the Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry. Don't look now, friends, but here come little Rachel and her great big bashful brother Oswald. Oswald, the folks around here tell me you're making a lot of money these days. Tell me, could you give me an absolutely safe way to double my money, huh?
Why, sure, Judge. Just fold it once and pin it in your pocket. Yeah!
If that's the way you do it, no wonder you're in the money, son. No wonder. But leave the high financing to somebody else and help Rachel sing Little Pal. Here we go.
Well, I'm a mess, ain't I, Judge? Yeah! There I go, Rach.
I'm lonely tonight, little pal. I'm lonely, I'm sad, and I'm blue. There's an empty spot in my life that no one can fill, only you. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. My heart is withered like a petal on the road I saw dying today. Remember we walked in the moonlight, we walked, we talked alone. It was then that we were parting, and never again would we roam. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. My heart is withered like a petal on the road I saw dying today. Now play, Ray. Yeah. Boy, I know we're having more fun than anybody. Yeah. Oh, think of me, little pal, for surely things do not the pal that ever were to me so kind and so true. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. My heart is withered like a petal of a rose I saw dying today.
Oh, Lord, I'm a mess.
Nice going, children, nice going. I see one of the big department stores out Chicago way is having a Mrs. Santa Claus this year.
Mrs. Santa, huh? Well, if Mrs. Santa Claus gets to operating around these parts, I only hope that Santa himself will give her plenty of advice before she starts leaving presents for us men folks.
Wouldn't be you think women always need advice from men, would it, Louis?
Well, not necessarily, Judge, but Santa himself does know what great store we smoking men set by Prince Albert, and how we look forward come Christmas time to getting a whole big pound of it.
And Louis, that pound canister of Prince Albert smoking tobacco is sure done up in a mighty handsome, Christmassy-looking package.
Well, handsome is as handsome does, and judging by that standard, PA is a honest-to-goodness, handsome present. Why, think of it, Judge, that 1 pound Christmas canister of PA holds enough makings for around 500 firm, even roll-your-owns. The tobacco lies neat and smooth in the papers on account of PA's swell crimp cut.
That's an awful lot of bite-free, rich, and mellow smokes, Louis. Enough to carry Christmas happiness over quite a piece into the new year.
And think of the heaped-up smoking joy for pipe smokers, too. About 400 choice-tasting, fragrant pipefuls waiting in that Prince Albert Christmas gift pound. Cool and even burning pipefuls.
Paging Mrs. Santa Claus. I hope she's listening in, 'cause she or any other gift giver, man or woman, can't please a smoking man any better way I know than to give him this 1 pound Christmas canister of Prince Albert, the National Joy Smoke. The Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry and the Grand Ole Opry House is the common denominator of the thousands of meeting places in rural America where people gather at the end of the week to have a great big time in a shindig. Our shindigs are made up of homespun songs and hoedowns, some old and some new. The Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry presents a great singer of homespun songs, Roy Acuff, who will give us an old favorite, The Maple on the Hill. All right, Roy?
Near a quiet country village stood a maple on the hill, where I sat with my Jeanetta long ago. The stars were shining brightly, and we heard the whippoorwill as we vowed to love each other evermore. Don't forget me, little darling, when they lay me down to die. Just a little wish, oh darling, and I pray. As you linger there in sadness, thinking, darling, of the past, let your teardrops kiss the flowers on my grave. We would sing love songs together when the birds had gone to rest, as we listened to the murmur of the rill. Then I'd fold my arms around her, lean her head upon my breast, as we sat beneath the maple on the hill. We are growing old and feeble, yet the stars are shining bright, as we listen to the murmur of the rill. Will you always love me, darling, as you did that starry night, as we sat beneath the maple on the hill? I shall soon be with the angels on that bright and peaceful shore. Even now I hear them coming o'er the rill. So goodbye, my little darling, it is time for us to part. I must leave you and the maple on the hill. Don't forget me, little darling, when they lay me down to die. Just a little wish, oh darling, can I pray. As you linger there in sadness, thinking, darling, of the past, let your Teardrops kiss the flowers on my grave.
Oh, that's pretty, Roy. Mighty pretty. Oswald, what did you say was smoking?
Oh, I tell you, Judge, it's Prince Albert, yeah.
The Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry. Here comes some music that will fit the bill. It's Mac McGar playing Katy Hill. Up and at 'em, Mac. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what's called a little plain and fancy fiddling. And here is Louis Buck with a special announcement for us. All right, Louis?
Thank you, Judge. We know that you men stationed at Camp Polk, Louisiana, will be glad to hear that one of the Camel Caravan units is coming your way within the next week. 15 other camps throughout the country are also scheduled for performances of these fine shows. Be sure to see them when they come your way.
Comes now a sacred number, which will be presented by Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Quartet, a number that has been requested by many of our friends. Did you ever go sailing?
There's an old ramshackle shack where in dreams I wander back, and it's listen to those southern melodies. Was a place where I was born on a light October morn, and it's nestled at the end of my river of memory. Did you ever go sailing down the river of memories to a little log cabin that's nestled among the sycamore trees where the sunshine is cheery and nothing in the world goes dreary? That's my cabin at the end of my river of memories.
There's a mother old and gray at the end of memory's way, but I'll meet her there tonight among the trees. With a smile of welcome she so sweetly beckons me to the cabin at the end of my river of memories.
Did you ever go sailing down the river of memories to a little log cabin that's nestled among the sycamore trees where the sunshine is cheery and nothing in the world grows dreary? That's my cabin at the end of my river of memories. Twilight shadows fall, many childhood voices call me back to days that used to be. And in answer to their prayer, I will soon be sailing there to the cabin at the end of my river of memory. Did you ever go sailing down the river of memories to a little log cabin that's nestled among the sycamore trees where the sunshine is cheery and nothing in the world goes dreary? That's my cabin at the end of my river of
Mighty pretty, boys. Mighty pretty heart song.
Say, Judge, why isn't right now a good time to trot out that time-saving tip you got for busy Christmas shoppers?
Yes, indeed. A tip that's sure to please the smoking men on their Christmas list, too. Of course, folks are always busy around Christmas time, but this year, I declare it seems like a person's right hand don't hardly know what his or her left hand is doing.
Well, this Christmas present tip of yours, I repeat, will sure save folks time and save their having to remember the size of a lot of neckbands and socks and such. And, oh, boy, will it meet with a rousing, rip-roaring welcome when they follow it.
All right, everybody, here goes. Give smoking joy this Christmas. Give it in a really big way. Give it to last right through a long time past Christmas. And how accomplish all this? Why, by giving the big pound-sized canister of Prince Albert smoking tobacco.
Comes in a good-looking Christmas package, and, of course, we all have an eye on that, too, when we're picking out gifts.
That's true, all right. But most important, in Prince Albert, you please a man's smoking taste. You give him choice quality tobacco, full of rich, ripe, mellow flavor. Cool and bite-free and mellow, easy on the tongue.
And, Judge, tell them how surprisingly many smokes in pipes or papers a man can get in a pound of PA.
Okay, Louis. It's around 400 tasty, even-burning pipefuls, or about 500 quick and easy-rolling making cigarettes. Hundreds of man-delighting reasons, besides the time-saving factor, for saying Merry Christmas with Prince Albert smoking tobacco. Pap and his jug band are in the front and center now, ready to give us their own version of an old heart song, I Want a Girl Just Like the Girl That Married Dear Old Dad.
I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. Good old-fashioned girl with heart so true, one who loved nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. Good old-fashioned girl with heart so true, one who loved nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad.
Very good. The Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry. Our Smoky Mountain minstrel, Roy Acuff, has an encore for us tonight on the Grand Ole Opry, which is close to the heart. How beautiful heaven must be.
How beautiful heaven must be, sweet home of the happy and free, fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. We read of a place that's called heaven. It's made for the pure and the free. These truths in God's word he hath given. How beautiful heaven must be. In heaven no drooping nor pining, no wishing for elsewhere to be. God's light is forever there shining. How beautiful heaven must be. Pure waters of life there are flowing, and all who will drink may be free. Rare jewels of splendor are glowing. How beautiful heaven must be. The angels so sweetly are singing up there by the beautiful sea. Sweet chords from their gold harps are ringing. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free, fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be.
Here comes Big Howdy Forrester, whose fiddling is hotter than brimstone. He's going to play for us Sally Gooden. All right, Big Good going there, Big Howdy. Good going. All right, Roy, let's head for home.
Ida Red, she lived in town, rode me letter, she's thumbing down. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, Ida Green, the prettiest girl I ever seen. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red. Ida Red, I'm in love with Ida Red.
There it is, neighbors. Our time is up, but we'll be with you at this same hour next Saturday night with another big Prince Albert Grand Ole Opry. In the meantime, men, don't forget that rich and mellow flavor of good old Prince Albert tobacco, which will give you a boost anytime. This is George D. Hay, the solemn old judge, saying so long and let's all keep smiling. What's smoking?
Yeah! Prince Albert smoking, yeah!
This program came to you from Nashville. This is the National Broadcasting Company.